All right, boys and girls, moms and dad, Bruce the Budget Aquarist here. Lovely to be talking to you today about a little investment I made. I am upgrading from my normal plecos that I carry, which are bristlenose, albinos, reds, calicos, regular browns, in both long and standard fins. And I am going to be getting some just fancier stuff. Means a little investment, which for a guy on a budget means taking time, going slowly. So I started out with 3 different types. We got L134 leopard plecos, L264 sultans, and L333 king tigers. Very pretty fish. I was just showing a little bit of the unboxing because it was nice to see all these came wrapped individually in double bagged, obviously, with the corners of the bags carefully put in a manner so that they did not curl up. Or I'm sorry, so that they were curled up so that they did not allow the fish to get caught down in a corner. And that is actually, it's pretty important. Then each individual one was wrapped up in a couple of sheets of this heavy butcher paper, which just added a little extra support to keep them from bouncing around so much and to keep them from the bag from getting punctured. They did come with heat pads. I'm in northern Indiana. The heat pads were all still warm, although these were only overnighted. So, but hoping to end up with males and females out of this, half dozen of each, so we should be in good shape. And there's no real rhyme or reason to these. These are common, similar types. They all like roughly the same food, depending on who you listen to. They all eat a little bit of meat. They all eat a little bit of, plant material, algae wafers, that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, there's my dog Loki. Loki has a bad habit, and that is he loves to play ball. So I'm going to throw it to him, and I turn around, and he's already out in the other room waiting for for me to throw it. So. But anyways, so I took each individual species, put them into a container, and then just did a drip acclimation over a period of 1 hour, pretty much doubling the water that they came in with water from the tanks that they would be going into. And then the temperature the temperature was fine, but I keep most of these about 78 to 80 degrees, so... But they did great. This is a leopard frog pleco. Sure you guys are pretty familiar with that, the L134. Some of these are more greenish tinted than others. Some of them are creamier color. And I also noticed it depends on where they are, and it depends on the light. So they do seem to have a little bit of an ability to, to color up much like most fish do. But these guys are absolutely stunning. I've had them a week now, and they're doing really, really good. Since I took this video, I have made several new small caves for these guys, but they seem quite happy going in and out underneath the slate. And at least these 134s, they'll come out if you just put flake food in. They come out and eat the flake food right off the top of the slate. So I found that quite interesting. I don't know what they were being fed before, but came from a company called Aquatic Arts in Indiana. Great company to deal with. Prices I thought were fair. Customer service was outstanding since I was spending a lot of money. All of these were in the $30 to $60 a piece range. you want to know that you're going to get good customer service even before the sale when you're spending a lot of money like that. So, and like I said, this is a big deal to me. I want to grow these out and eventually sell them. So there you go. These are the L264 Sultans. This was right after I put them in there, so they're looking a little stressed. They were laying down in the substrate before they did eventually take off and go hide. But right off the bat, they just found a spot that they thought they were safe in and took off. There were a ton of other, there's another one there. There were a ton of other albino bristlenose pleco babies in here, which I have since removed. And these guys have the tank pretty much, actually, I think they do have it to themselves, other than some guppies that are in there just to, eat up some food. You can see one of those albino bristlenose. So this is the L333 King Tiger, really one of my favorite. An absolute beautiful pleco. Looks a lot like the leopard frog, but it is pitch white and with the black stripes. But just absolutely gorgeous. Sorry for the quality of the video here. As these guys come out more and more, I'll try and get better video over time. But right now they're very small, they're very skittish, and it takes a long time to get them to even come out to where I can at least get a little bit of a look at it. And then eventually, just like this situation here, I can barely get focus on it. So here is another one of the L333's Kings. Again, you can see these striking colors. And this also gives you a little better look at when you're looking at those L134s at the beginning. You can see that their white was a much more creamy, very, very light green color as compared to these, which are very, very true white and black stripes. But absolutely gorgeous fish. So I'm going to be buying another few types. And again, I'm trying to get stuff that's all in this $30 to $60 range, because where I am, you kind of have to buy these online or you can't find them. So there's definitely going to be a market for me to sell these to people locally, probably within a 25-mile range. There's one of the Sultans, actually a couple of the Sultans back in the back. Those guys look like they're already arguing about territory. But again, they have a lot of slate and wood in these tanks now, so they have a lot of room. These, yeah, I was just going to show, this is a look at all my albinos. These are growing out. I'm just waiting because I'm picking out the ones that did turn long fin, and because I can sell them for just a little bit more money. But again, this is fine to have plecos in this dense of population. Just be prepared. You have got to keep the filtration up, and you have got to keep water changes massive. I do 75 to 80% water changes on those tanks every single day. Real quick before I let you go, and thank you so much for watching, you guys, as always. I definitely appreciate it. I wanted to show you my Leporinus fasciitis, or striped Leporinus. I had the one big one there, and then I bought two more. There they are, because I'm going to keep those. They get about a foot large, and I'm going to keep those in the big tank that I used to have my Oscar. My Oscar unfortunately jumped out after being in this tank for a long time. Somehow he managed to get the lid open and get out. So I am putting some weight on top of these lids now, because these things will also jump. But I just wanted to show you that they're really cool. They love eating everything and love to come get those wafers for the plecos. When I drop the wafer in there for them, they eat the algae tabs like candy. So that just wanted to show you that. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to show you those. Once again, a new project and a new direction I'm taking in my fish room. Again, it's not exactly the most budget of fish, going with more expensive plecos, but in the long run, again, keeping them healthy and breeding them. I will definitely be able to make money off of them at some point. And again, provide some unusual plecos to my local market, which really is lacking in them, simply because you have to buy them from a distance. None of the local big box stores carry this, and we unfortunately only have a couple of small local fish stores, and they don't typically carry things like that are more expensive unless somebody special orders it. So, figure out, do a little local advertising, and should be able to move them out pretty quick. So, anyways, just got off work. I'm going to go have a lovely bowl of some delicious casserole my wife made me for dinner tonight, and I hope to talk to you guys all real soon. As always, hey, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to subscribe, please do. If you want to comment, please do. I don't do this for money or anything. I do it for fun and just to share my love of fish. Thanks so much. Again, talk to you guys soon.